Hello everyone, this is lecture number 9, working with rows and columns. So in this lecture, we will see some operations that we can perform with the rows and columns in the Excel sheet. So inserting rows and column. So right click the row number or column letter where you want to insert a new row or a column. Select insert from the context menu. This will add a new row or column okay, so if this is a row, then it will be above the selected row, or and if this is a column, so it will be added to the left of the selected column. So let's perform this. So here we have some rows and columns, and suppose we want to insert a column here. You just need to simply click the right mouse button and select insert. Then a new column is inserted here, and same is the way you can insert a row as well. So you need to again click the right mouse button by selecting this the place where you want to add, and you need to insert choose this insert option. So here we have inserted a row and a column. So if you have done your work and there is still something missing, you can insert it by adding a row or column um, as it is required. So yeah. So the next thing we have is deleting a row and a column. So to delete a row and column, for example, your work contain an extra row or a column or some row or column that is not required or not necessary and you want to delete that, how can you do that? So deleting a row or column, right click the row number or column letter of the row or column you want to delete. Then you need to select the delete from the context menu. This will remove the entire row or column from the worksheet. So for example, we need to delete this column. What will we do? We'll again click the right mouse button by selecting the position, and we will delete it. So this first row is deleted. Now the this is starting from 2. So the same is the way you can delete this upper row as well. So you need to select delete again. So this has deleted now the upper row. So in this way you can delete the extra rows or extra columns from your work. Okay, so the next is resizing row and column. So move your cursor to the edge of the row or column header until it turns into a double-sided arrow. So this is important now. So you need to wait for that double-sided arrow, and then you need to click and drag the edge to adjust the width or height to your desired size. So for example, any cell here contains a long digits or long data, and it is unable to display over in this region of space. Then you need to resize it. How can you do that? You just need to wait for this double arrow, and when it is double arrowed, then you have to adjust the size, and this same way you can adjust the size of this row as well. Yeah. So why we resize it? To adjust the value, to display the whole value. Okay, so the next is um, hiding and unhiding rows and columns. Right click the row number or column letter or a row or column you want to hide. Then you need to select hide from the context menu. The row or column will be hidden from the view. To unhide a row or column, right click on the row number or column letter where the hidden row or column should be, then select unhide from the context menu. So, for example, we need to hide this first column. What will we do? We'll select this, and we will press the right mouse button, and from here we will select hide. Now you can see that A column is hidden and it is starting from B. Now to unhide it, you need to again select this unhide option. It is appeared again. So in this way you can hide or unhide any column or row from your work. Okay, so the next thing we can do is freezing row and column. Okay, this is important. Click the View tab in the Excel ribbon. In the Freeze pan drop down, select Freeze pan to freeze both rows and columns. freeze top row to freeze the top row, or freeze first column to freeze the first column. To unfreeze the row or column, click the View tab again in the Excel ribbon, then select Unfreeze Span from the Freeze Span drop-down. Okay, so you can freeze the rows and columns as well. So from how can you do that? So for example, if you need to freeze the first row, okay, so you need to go to this view and this freeze span, and you can freeze the top row. So what is the purpose of freezing the top row? Now when I will scroll it up, this row will be stuck here. This row will not be moved. And same as the way you can freeze this column as well from this freeze span. Freeze first column. So when I'll move this sheet, the first column is stuck there, freeze there. So what is the purpose of doing that? The purpose of doing this can be helpful in making the results or in keeping the data to show the names of the companies or the data or whatever you have. And you can just, for example, if I have something here, John, we need to see the result of John, and there is a long list showing its subjects. And so what will we do? We will just freeze the first row, and when scroll it, it will be seen that this data is belongs to that John. For example, if I'll freeze the first row, freeze top row. Now when I'll move this, so for example, here we have some data. So when I'll move this, it will be show that this data belongs to this John. So it is very much helpful in making the results of the student, or in many ways it can be helpful. Okay, so how we can unfreeze it? To unfreeze it, you need to again go to this freeze pan, and you can unfreeze pans. When you unfreeze the pans, then the first row or the first column both will be unfreezed. Yeah. So the next one is moving rows or column. Select the entire row or column you want to move by clicking the row number or column letter. Click and hold the edge of the row or column header while pressing the Shift key on your keyboard. Drag the row or column to the desired location and release the mouse button. The row or column will be moved to the new location. So you can move the entire row or entire column to the desired location. So how can you do that? You just need to select this and then need to press Shift key from the keyboard and just move it where you want to move it. For example, if I want this first column to be at the last, I'll just do this like that. And when you go to the desired position, just unpress the Shift key. So it will be shifted to that location. So yeah, you can shift any column or any row in this way by pressing the Shift key and then releasing to the desired location. Okay, so thank you. This is all for this lecture. In this lecture, we have seen some operations that we can perform with the rows and columns in the Excel. And in the next lecture, we will see how can we sort or filter the data. Okay, thank you.
If you like the video, please hit the like button and subscribe now for expert tips, tutorials, and tricks to master Excel like a pro. Don't miss out. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe today. And hit the notification bell to be the first one to know when we release a new video. That is the only way you can support our community. May God bless you.